Is there an infant that would have passed? Just makes me feel like there's an infant here. Do you understand that? Is it yours? I don't know if you're aware of a little girl.
Yes.
I start to get a sense that this was some kind of maternal
Mhm.
figure in some kind of way. She would have spent ample time in a hospital setting. Do you understand that as well?
Yes.
Because, okay,
Yes.
I get a reference again to your partner. I don't know if this is a mother-in-law. Do you understand still having like a really close bond to her?
Yes.
She just continues to make me feel like there were powerful conversations that you would have had with
Yeah.
this. Okay. It feels like they increased as she got more sick, like that there were more
Yeah.
conversations that you made more time to like sit and talk with her. And so you knew that there was a certain amount of time before she was going to pass that you had. So it feels to me like you made a very big effort to sit by her bedside. I know I just have like unending thanks for all the time that you spent. I think you clocked major hours with this person. Do you understand that? Like major hours.
Yeah.
So it feels like you brought certain things to her. I'm thinking about some kind of food. It would have been sweet. So I feel like there's something special that you might have brought her that would have been sweet that she really would have enjoyed when she was in the hospital. Do you understand anything about that piece as well? Um,
Yes.
she thanked you a lot when you went to visit her. She let you know how grateful she was that you spent the time. She was very aware of the fact that it wasn't easy for you to get there. And I feel like she'd reach out and grab your hand and really hold to it tight. Do you understand that when you would stand there? She just makes me feel like
Yeah.
she'd always reach out and hold it really, really tight. I feel like the way that she's looking at me right now is, I'm so glad you came. I'm so glad you came. Because one of the things that was really hard was also the loneliness of just having to spend so much of her life in the hospital and not being able to do a lot of things that she wanted to do. You understand that? So that was
Yeah.
one of the things that she said also hurt your heart. And it almost
Mhm.
feels like an apology from her, which I know you would say is completely unnecessary. That whole feeling of being like a burden. She wouldn't have been able to help herself with not asking, but there still would have been a guilt for her about the burden that somebody is when
Mhm.
they're that sick, because she says you could sense just how lonely she was, that you very much were aware of that. Do you know what she's talking about? And just like,
Yes.
really, this wasn't a grandmother for you, was it? Who just passed?
My mother-in-law is my husband's grandmother, but we're very close.
Oh, your husband's grandmother. So that would be why
Yes.
she's referencing your husband over and over again. Because I'm just like, why are you keep talking about her husband? Like, is it the mother-in-law? Is it um he just feels like someone who like respected their elders. Do you understand something about that? It's like this feeling of a lot of respect for people who were older for him, and also for family members. So I just think that your husband would be a man who would have treated women well. Do you understand that piece about him? She just makes me feel like he would have been there all the time if he could. But I don't know if your
Mhm.
husband had some kind of busy job. It just makes me feel like he wouldn't have been able to quite get away and you had that flexibility to go. She's starting to make me feel like I'm bringing up career for you. She makes me feel like she's showing me crossroads. That's not a
Mm.
bad thing. There's some kind of searching going on. Am I going to keep going this way or am I going to change direction? Do you understand that for you in terms of
Yeah.
okay. This woman has so much faith in you and pride in you and in your skills. I think she always did. I think she always spoke to you like that, like, always believed in you. You're at this place right now where there's just a lot of things that aren't quite clear. It's kind of like there's a lot of things that just like don't quite make sense to you yet. And so you're just in this place where it's kind of like a limbo type feel of, well, I could do this or I could do that. She's always cheering you on. My God, this is like a woman who's like part of like for you or something is how it makes me feel. She feels like she would have been good with kids and also good with animals. Do you understand that piece about her? Like a caretaker type, natural caretaker, somebody who would have loved to take care of people, but it would have been hard to let people take care of her. And so that I
Mhm.
think at the end would have been something that was a real challenge for her. But because of the loneliness, like I said, she was so lonesome in that she surrendered to, I need to have people
Mhm.
around me. Because I think she really liked to have people around her, that she would have been someone who was more social. She'll never forget the way that you spent time with her at the end because it feels like you spent more time than almost anybody in the hospital. And that saved me at the end for how lonesome I was. It's like I looked forward every time. And when you leave, oh, it was the worst thing. It was the worst thing, which you knew. It's almost like it was hard for you to leave because you were like, oh shit, she's going to feel so lonesome again. But I'll be back really soon. You always were. Is there an infant that would have passed? This would be a miscarriage. Just makes me feel like there's an infant here. Do you understand that? Is it yours? I don't know if you're aware of a little girl.
Yes.
Yeah. She's holding her. She just wants you to know this came up really early in the reading before we kind of anchored who this person was. But she's brought up this little baby girl 3 times now. And I think one of the things she would want you to know is that she's well taken care of. She would want you to know that she's still having soul evolution on the other side, that that wasn't just the end for her at all. Do you understand being on the fertility journey? Was that a journey for a long time that would have had several struggles? Do you understand this?
Yes.
Yeah. Babies communicate the exact same way that adults do. When she says coming back around, you had more than one miscarriage, like if that happened several times, that she, yeah, because it seems that she, and it's the same soul. If there was any part of you that blamed yourself or your body, to let that go feels like a really, really strong message from her. There's an inherent feeling of letting yourself down, letting people down, blame, guilt. You intellectually know you don't need to feel those things, but sometimes you do. But and I have to say, sending love to her daddy, because I think this man had a lot of heartbreak around this too. It's like, did your husband really, really, really want to be a father? Yeah. Like it feels like one of his things in life is like, I really, really wanted to be a father. And she says that's where it comes in, where you feel like letting somebody down. There's like zero blame or judgment. There's nothing broken about you, if you ever thought that. She comes through to try to help you release feelings that don't belong to you. And to know that these two, this little lady and this older lady, are together. I'm gonna leave you with her love, okay?
Just kind of processing some of that stuff. I visited my grandmother-in-law, I guess, if you will. I did visit her all the time, especially at the end. I was really, really hoping that
She would
grandmother
come.
would come up and the miscarriages. I was just really hoping that that would come through. And I was trying, like you said, not to like,
I know it's hard.
yeah, but that was very, very meaningful,
Yeah,
very meaningful. So thank you, especially I think for my husband to hear that too.
yeah. I'm glad.
Yeah. Oh,
Here,
thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I much value and appreciate all of this. This was wonderful. So thank you.
I'm honored. You take care.